My name is Damon Haught. I'm 45 years old, and I am the next biggest loser. I feel this right now is the time for me to do something about the weight problem that I've had virtually all my life. Well, actually, I started off as a scrawny kid, and when I started kindergarten and grade school, I was smaller than everybody else. And probably about second grade, third grade, I started picking up more weight, and it just kind of took off from there. I come from a family that I was raised by a single mother back in the 1970s, when there wasn't a whole lot of that at the time, where mothers were raising children on their own. But my mom worked, and we didn't have a whole lot of everything, but one thing we always did have was plenty of food to eat. But it really blossomed about the time that I reached high school, and I was overweight. By the time I graduated high school, I was overweight, but I wasn't obese. And within the next 10 years after I graduated high school, my health started to decline, and I started picking up weight. I developed hypertension, and just recently have been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. I know the challenges of what it's like growing up overweight. When I was a kid, I was the class clown. I was always doing stuff to make people laugh, and that was my way of hiding behind my weight. You know, if I can make the kids laugh, chances are they're not going to laugh at me for being the fat kid. So I did anything and everything I could to make people laugh. That was just me, and I had so many friends, and I enjoyed my childhood, actually. I really did. I played sports just like, you know, most other kids do, but I know what it feels like to be picked last for the team and to sometimes be overlooked. But you know, you grow up with that stuff, and now that I have children of my own, I have daughters that are 13 and 11, and I see that they're facing the same challenges that I did when I was growing up, and they're both overweight. And I think if there's anything that I can do to try to make myself better and to show them that it can be done, that you can get healthy, that it's going to help them. And I really want them to be healthy. I don't want them to go down the same road that I went down, hypertension and diabetes and just being morbidly obese. I really look forward to the challenge of being on The Biggest Loser, and I know I can do this. I just think, you know, I have to be really inspired and motivated, and you know, I've tried losing the weight on my own, diets galore, every diet you can imagine, and I've failed at every one. So I'm looking forward to getting a whole new me, a healthy me, and I think most of all, I want to share what I learned with youth today that are morbidly obese or going down that road. I think that we need to focus more on our young people, because they're really out there hurting right now, and I think we need to give them a better choice. I know there's a lot of people that are deserving to be on the show, and I don't want to say that I'm better than anybody else, because I'm not, but I know in my heart that this is maybe one of the final chances that I have as turning, you know, to turn my life around, to be healthy, and to get this new lifestyle that I so desire. And I just feel like now's the time for me to embrace this, and I'm just hoping that, you know, with or without the show, I know that I'm in a critical point in my life. I need to lose a couple of 100 pounds, and just being diagnosed with diabetes, I mean, it was a wake-up call for me. My first thought was, you know, I have diabetes, and now, you know, there's a very good chance I could die from this. I could develop heart disease, or, you know, any number of complications that come with diabetes. And my goal is to take all the medication that I have to take on a daily basis and just throw it away. I don't want to have to take the pills. I don't want to have to test my blood sugar every day, several times a day. I just want to get rid of all of that. And I look forward to the day where, I can go shopping and go to a regular store and shop and not have to go to where, you may have to buy something you don't really want just to have it fit you. And I live for Ohio State football year round. I can't wait for that season to come around. I love Ohio State sports. I love Cincinnati Reds baseball. I'm so looking forward to baseball season. I love the outdoors. I love to fish. I love to hunt. And I just love to be outside with my friends, just enjoy being outdoors. I like auto racing. I'm a NASCAR nut. So I have a lot of interest outside of just sitting in front of the TV. My career came to an end in radio. I was working in small market radio, and I'd done that for 27 years. That was my life. Ever since I had graduated high school, I'd worked in small market radio. Sadly, that career came to an end when I was caught up in a mass layoff back in '09. So right now I'm unemployed, and I think it's an excellent time for me to pursue being on The Biggest Loser. I've thought about doing this for several years, and I've always managed to talk myself out of it at the last minute. But now, having been diagnosed with diabetes and all my health issues, plus the fact that I am unemployed and I can devote the time to it, I think now is the time for me to go for it.